Welcome to the Trust Factor Podcast, the only podcast that guarantees your success when you implement its divine age-old teachings. Good morning, everybody. The snow has melted. The nice weather is finally upon us. Don't get complacent. There's always at least one more snowstorm before the real stuff comes along. But for now, we'll take whatever we can get. We went from having like 4 or 5 foot snowbanks just a week ago to having absolutely none, seemingly overnight. So good news. It's nice to be outside again, to breathe fresh air, to feel alive. What a difference it makes. Just to be comfortable standing outside in God's green earth. Why are we miserable in the winter months? Because we can't wait to get into shelter, to get in from outside. Just shows you how much we as human beings want to and need to be connected back to the earth. The artificial environment that we create for ourselves, although it serves a purpose, namely shelter, it's just that. It's shelter. We should not be locked away in our homes. Picking up where we left off, my friends. Evil's easy street. The Creator uses the policy of a turn for a turn, or measure for measure, as an educational tool to teach those that He loves what they need to correct. Good, we've established that. He sends suffering to those that He loves, for He desires to cleanse their souls of blemishes in this world. Why? So that they can earn a lofty place in the world to come. The implication in that sentence is that there are people that He doesn't love, because it says over here that He sends suffering to those that He loves. The implication, if you can believe it, it might be a hard pill to swallow, is that there are people in this world that He doesn't love. And we're going to get there. Hold on to that for a minute. He wants to clean you up in this world. Why? So that you will benefit greatly in a world of eternity, where we're all going. If you haven't established for yourself already, or if I haven't helped you to establish that there is a next world, then it's time for you to go back, rewind, and learn again. Relearn everything that I put out there and look online for information around life after life, and understand that it's not 1 or 2 people. It's every day since the beginning of time that people have passed from this world, gone to what is the next world, and returned with an accounting, with receipts, as they say. And a lot of these stories, if not all of them, have similarities. They are all connected. Some people, however, are so steeped in evil that the Creator doesn't even bother with them. Rather than sending them tribulations that they wouldn't heed or learn from anyway, He gives them their reward in this world, so that they forfeit any reward in the world to come. Meshalem la'rasha el panav la'avido. God pays the wicked people here, up front, in their face, directly, in this world. Why? So that He doesn't have to deal with them in the next. What comes to mind, and what should come to mind, is the story of the snake, Adam and Eve. The snake's punishment: take everything. The dust of the earth will be your food. It will sustain you. You do not need me. Don't call out to me. Don't want to hear from you. I'm done with you. The worst form of punishment, my friends. Not just from your spiritual father, but even from, God forbid, your physical parent. If they were to abandon you by giving you everything you want as a child, and just dropping truckloads of money, and the word no doesn't exist in your lexicon, your parent has basically killed you at a young age. They've stopped your growth, and they've put you on a path of death and destruction. That's it. When you have nobody who's above you, who cares for you and can guide you and direct you and discipline you and show you the right from the wrong and give you reward and punishment so that they can train you like a professional would, like a professional coach would train an athlete. If you're missing that, my friends, that is critical for somebody's success. If you don't have it, all you have is failure. It may be cloaked as success, but certainly we all know that it's failure. All you need to do is look back at those kids that we grew up with that had everything. The last thing they had were parents who cared about them. But boy, did they have freedom. Boy, did they have money. Boy, did they have everything they wanted. But they didn't have parents who loved them. And we see how they turned out. The evil people that seem to live on Easy Street frequently enjoy money, power, and fame, or other cheap amenities in this world, but they pay through the nose in the next world. Don't be jealous of people that live carefree lives or seemingly carefree lives. Spiritually, they're falling deeper and deeper in debt. This world is like a big restaurant. After you eat, you have to pay the bill. If you don't pay the bill in this world, then you're going to be charged a much, much steeper price in the next world. There are people in this world that God has given up on, and he has a choice. He either removes them from this world and says, look, I'm done with you. You're generally a good soul. You've done good things in previous visits. I'm bringing you here to rectify on this visit. You're failing massively. You're doing more harm than good. So what does he do in his love for that neshama, for that soul? He plucks them out of the world. Sometimes you see them leave early in their 40s, 50s, 60s. Sometimes you see them leaving in their 20s. We don't know. God has that calculation. But the point being, he has a choice. He either plucks them out of the world and stops them from doing more harm, or he utilizes them. And he says, I've given up on this soul, just like the snake. And so I'm going to utilize these individuals to do my dirty work, to do my bidding. I need people to inflict difficulties on righteous people so that the righteous people can deal with it and grow and become the best versions of themselves and overcome the challenge and earn themselves a great place in the world to come. I'm going to use these people. So these people who are walking around and they're nothing but loaded, and they're usually the people who you see and think have the life set up for themselves. Everything seems to be flowing. They've got fame and fortune and notoriety and all these wonderful things they've got and power, but they lack character. They lack decency. They lack honesty. They lack empathy and sympathy. They're people who are emotionally and intellectually corrupt and broken people, but yet they seemingly have everything. I say seemingly because we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But bottom line is, anybody who looks outside looking in, it seems to be that they have wonderful lives. They've got it made in the shade, as they say, but reality is, it's not true. They're suffering their own challenges and their own difficulties, and you would never trade your life for theirs, not for a second. Doesn't mean that everybody who has fortunes is dealing with this. Absolutely not. There are people who have fortunes, who are good, amazing, well put together people who love God and who do the right thing. And they are custodians of God's fortunes, and they do the opposite. They take the money and they do good in the world. God uses them to bring amazing things to this world that we all need. Religion and Torah and institutions and learning and growth opportunities. He operates through these people. They're righteous people. He gives them money. But that's not always the case. There are those people who have fortunes. But the reason they have fortunes is because God is giving them everything that they want in this world. So when they come to the next world after 120 years and they say, okay, God, where is it? Cough it up. I want my part of this world. He says, you, my friend, have no part in this world. None whatsoever. You wanted that world. Remember that world that you were down in? That's what you wanted. I gave it to you. You wanted 12 homes. You had 12 homes. You wanted beautiful cars in each of those driveways. I gave you beautiful cars in each of those driveways. You wanted vacations 6 times a year. I gave you vacations 6 times a year. You didn't want to work for a living. I didn't force you to work for a living. All these things that you wanted, the material success, the immediate gratification, relations, you wanted to be with everybody, anybody, at any time, whenever you wanted, you had it. You had the life that you wanted. Your olam haba, your eternity, was in that world. You had it. I owe you nothing. Your account with me is settled. You're on your own. None of us want to be there, my friends. None of us want to get to that point. On the contrary, we want to enjoy from this world. We're double dipping. Remember, in his love for us, he gives us the opportunities to build the next world by building this world. You understand? A lot of people think it's a cop-out. They say, wait a second, what are you talking to me about the next world? I don't know the next world. I've never been there. I have no idea what it's like, and I don't even know if it exists. And the answer is the following. You may be right. I haven't been there either. Aside from the fact that the Gemara is packed full of stories, and there are first-hand accounts every single day of people who have died and come back and have given a full accounting, and it is spectacularly exacting, let's put all that on the shelf for a minute. Bottom line, I've never been there, and neither have you. But here's the reality, my friends. The actions that will bring you to building your eternity are the very same mitzvahs and actions that will make this life a utopia for you. It will build this world for you. It will make this world sweeter and more enjoyable, more meaningful, less stressful, less depressing. Everything in this world will be elevated when you do the things that will build your next world. You understand? I gave you that example a long time ago, back in season 1, where I said a child doesn't want to eat the veggies. They want to just eat the meat. And the parent says, please, for me, eat your veggies. If you eat your veggies, I will buy you your new PS5 or 25 by now. I don't know what we're at with these PlayStation. I'm going to buy you the latest gaming console. Just eat your veggies. And the child eats the veggies thinking that they're doing their parent a favor. But in reality, the only one benefiting from it is that child. They are going to lead a more balanced lifestyle and a healthier lifestyle because they're getting all of the nutrients that they need from those veggies. They think they're doing it for somebody else. They're doing it for themselves. They're building this world for themselves, and they're making sure that they're building their next world. So they're getting the veggies from the parent, and they're going to get their PlayStation. They're getting both. It's the same thing. God says, I want you to enjoy this world, and I want you to build your next world at the very same time. What's the downside? Think about it. There's absolutely zero downside, my friends. You work on yourself. You enjoy this world. The people around you enjoy this world. People enjoy being around you. You do good things. You feel good about the things that you do. And at the very same time, you are building an eternity that the wicked people in this world can only dream of, my friends. And unfortunately, today, we see there are many people like this. Just look online and you will see many people whose entire existence is just to destroy humanity, just to bring us down, just to make us fail. So many people like this. And it seems like more and more are coming out of the woodworking every day because it's a conspiracy that pays well. Because people in their fear, which is what we're living in, a world based on fear, unfortunately, because that's what happens when you leave humanity to operate things. They want control, and a great way to control is through fear. We're living in a constant state of fear. Fear of the tax man, fear of failure, fear of death and dying, fear of disease, fear of your boss, fear of everybody. Everybody's running around in a constant state of fear, and it sells, and people pay because why? They want to learn from these people what the next thing to be afraid of is so that they can avoid it today. You understand? It's a defense mechanism. So people want to tune in to hear what the crazies are talking about because maybe there's some truth to it. And maybe if I know what's coming down the pike, then I can prepare and not be affected by the negativity. It's such foolishness. My friends, there is only one who has the ability and the desire to shelter you from all of the tribulations. And he wants to. And if you connect to him, then none of that means anything. You should be able to shut it all off and not pay it any mind. Just focus on the good things in your life. The more you're steeped in all of the craziness that's surrounding us, the mayhem, the conspiracies, the harder it is for you to focus on the good things that you have. It makes it almost impossible. Stop. Extract yourself from the situation. Switch your brain off. Focus on the good things that are in your life. Be grateful for those amazing things, and more of that amazingness will come. Have an amazing day, my friends. We'll chat again tomorrow. Thank you for spending time with us on the Trust Factor podcast. If you've heard something today that moved you, save this episode and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss upcoming conversations that challenge, empower, and uplift. And if you're on social media, connect with us. Leave your thoughts. Drop a quote that resonated with you. Hashtag the Trust Factor podcast. Until next time, keep growing in your trust and keep living with purpose. I'm Jesse Revivo, and this has been the Trust Factor Podcast. Thanks for listening.